Good rising, we have another day. Good rising, hey, 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 hey. Good rising, we have another day. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Good rising to everyone. I am about to have my first sip of coffee. I've had my breakfast, my egg whites and turkey sausage and avocado. So I'm getting dressed for the day. And I curled my hair. I shampooed, deep conditioned, and curled my hair yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And then I pin curled last night. So I took the pin curls down this morning and I'm giving them a chance to just rest, I guess, because I think once you take your rollers out or your pin curls, if you just let them set a while before you brush them out or comb them out, then it styles better from experience. And I think I've also heard someone say that. This coffee is so good. First sip of the morning. All right, let's get some makeup on. All right, first of all, my primer. And I don't get paid for any of this stuff. So at one time I was trying to show what I use. I am no longer trying to do that. I don't have anything in particular scheduled to talk about. I'm just putting on my makeup and thought I'd turn the camera on. So that's my primer. I need to let that set a minute and then we'll go into foundation. I hope everybody is doing well whenever you catch this. And again, I do live videos right now. That's all I've ever really done. So I don't have to edit it, So uh, you can watch it if you choose to while I'm live, or if you choose to come in later and watch it. I just thank you for stopping by. Hello, hello, as you come in. All right, so got on the primer. Now I'm putting on my foundation. This is what I'm using right now. Let's see, back of the hand. When I first got this foundation, the shade that I got it in, I was thinking this is too light. But I was asking my daughter one day when she was over, and I had just bought the color, this particular color, uh, and she was like, "No, that matches your skin and your neck perfectly." And it's the shade Bellum, Belem, in the NARS Sheer Glow. I'm just talking now, y'all. Um, but it matches my face and my neck. And I think I want to say this is the first time I've had this good of a match. Okay. And at first I was thinking it was too light, but I guess I was just used to wearing darker foundations. Um, but yeah, so I like this. And then another foundation that I can get a good match in is the Lancome uh, Tint Idole foundation. Thank you for hitting the like button. Um, yeah, I like the Lancome Tint Idole foundation too. And I can get a pretty good shade match in that. And I do have, normally I wear the liquid uh, foundation, but I have the stick foundation. I ended up giving the liquid to my mother, and you have to go to bed. Good night. I'm drinking coffee. In fact, let me take a few more sips. I just had my first sip of the morning with you guys. Mm. And in particular, y'all, I don't get paid for any of this. Well, like I said, we're just talking. This is the Starbucks. I think it's the breakfast blend. It's either the breakfast blend or the house blend, but it is really good. But it's not half calf. And with me, I am noticing. I was saying this to my daughter too. We were talking about coffee and stuff. This coffee is good, but if I try to go over this 1 cup, I may be outside turning flips, and I don't need to be doing that. My personality and then too much caffeine may make for an interesting little show. I really haven't been into makeup lately. I've been more into hair products. Y'all, I do not need, let me see if I can keep moving while I'm talking. I do not need any more hair products nor makeup for the rest of this year and probably maybe the beginning of next year. But tell me why. I'll just put it this way, because I don't want to come off as I just buy stuff, because I don't. I really don't. But I like having a certain collection and curating a certain collection, like for skincare, for makeup, and for hair. Well, I already have the Cara Care Hydrating Shampoo. That's really good. I already have my Design Essentials. Um, what is it? The Oat and Henna shampoo. It's a clarifying shampoo, but it's one that doesn't dry my hair out. So I really like that. And that's usually my first shampoo. I do my first lather with that. Lolita, keep moving. Or Yvette. My name is Lolita Yvette. Okay. Keep moving. So that's usually my first shampoo. So I have the Care shampoo. I have the Design Essentials Henna and Oat shampoo, the clarifying one. I bought the honey cream shampoo. I like it. It's my first time getting it and using it, and I've been seeing the girlies talk about that. Well, my stylist for Christmas, and she's such a lovely woman, classy, honey. If you're the yeah, I'm the type of woman, I can't have just any kind of spirits around me, or any kind of humans, especially servicing, like doing my hair or something like that. Beautiful. She has a beautiful spirit, beautiful inside and out. And I enjoy going to her, and we have a nice little conversation when I go and I get my relaxer retouch and get my ends trimmed. Well, anyway, she gave me, I think it was for Christmas, she gives her clients some shampoo and conditioner. And that shampoo, when she shampoos my hair in that, and then what she gave me, it feels like I have shampooed and conditioned. hmm I don't know what all is in that, but it does. It feels like I have shampooed and conditioned. It really makes the hair feel good. So yeah. But then here's what I'm trying to get to. So I have these shampoos. That's enough. I have a clarifying shampoo, moisturizing shampoo, and strengthening shampoo. Why did I order Olaplex 4 and 5, the shampoo and the conditioner, and got to looking at some Sebastian Drench? I've not even heard anybody talk about Sebastian Drench, but I go to these places, I get online and start looking at stuff, and then from time to time on the weekends, part of what I like to do is just go in places and just, be out and about like I'm planning to do today. And I'll go in Ulta and just start looking at stuff and reading stuff. And I'll strike up a conversation with the people that work there. I'll end up asking them what they're having for lunch and all this stuff. See if it sounds good to me. Anyway, so I ended up reading something about Sebastian Drench and ended up ordering that, the shampoo and the conditioner. I don't need any more shampoo and conditioner, and I'm not gonna buy anymore. I'm gonna have to run out of stuff before I buy it, because some stuff is ridiculous. Okay, so I said all that to say, I don't need any more shampoo, conditioner, any more hair products, period. I've got plenty of hair oil, uh, and all of that. But it's nice to have backups of stuff so you don't have to run out. And then with everything that's going on, one just never knows when you won't be able to. And I'm not trying to be negative, y'all. One never knows when you won't be able to access shampoo and conditioner. They do, there's so much going on. All right, so that's my corrector. Let's put on some. Please tell me it's in here. One thing with my makeup, because like I said, I haven't really been wearing makeup. I've been more so like when I get through the week, because I work from home, I don't wear makeup unless I have a meeting or something where I have to be visible online. And sometimes I don't put it on then. But yeah, I didn't bring my I think it may be in here. Because one bag has my makeup and the other one has my lip products. But yeah, here it is. I don't know why I put my eyeshadow primer in my lipstick pouch. But anyway, one thing that I've been doing with my makeup when I wear it lately is not really wearing eyeshadow. And I like that look better on me. It makes me look younger, I think. Um, let's do this. And if I wear eyeshadow, just doing a, what do you call it? Just a hood crease color, like a bronzer or something in the hood of my lids. I like that. So that being said, let's do that. I just put on my eye primer and put it back in the wrong thing. Okay, I have this bronzer from Lancome. I don't really care for bronzer on my face. I may be missing something. Let me take a sip of coffee. Um, I don't really care for bronzer like up in here on my forehead and over here. And I know you can carve out and make your face look thinner and whatever. I mean, and my face has filled out because I need to lose a few pounds. But anyway, so, but I have this Lancome bronzer because I get to watching everybody on YouTube and they have bronzer. So here I am looking it up and then finding myself hitting send or putting it in my basket and ordering it. So, but I don't like wearing it. So now I'm gonna have to try to find a use for this powder. That use is gonna be in the hood, the crease of my eye, and that's all we're doing. So, and I know they say don't blow on your brushes, which I try not to, but nobody uses my stuff but me. Nobody uses it but me. Mm. And tomorrow is Mother's Day, so happy, because I probably won't come on tomorrow. Uh, but so happy Mother's Day to all of the beautiful mothers out there who have indeed been mothers and who are being mothers to their children. My daughter, we were talking, and she said that she and my son they have what I call sibling delegation meetings. It's just the two of them. Uh, so they have sibling delegation meetings when it's time to meet up. about whatever it is they want to talk about. So right now it's Mother's Day and what to do for me for Mother's Day. Well, so my daughter and I were talking about, because they like taking me to places I've never been before. Uh, I just got back from a trip with my daughter and her boyfriend and his daughter. And we went somewhere that I've never been before. A lot of people have, and it was just to Atlanta. But I really enjoyed just going there. But anyway, what I'm saying is, my son and daughter, they'll take me to places I've not been before, and they were wanting to take me to some restaurant in town in Nashville because I live on the outskirts. But I we really don't want to fight those Mother's Day crowds. So my daughter said she would cook at her house, and she's gonna make lamb chops because she knows I like lamb chops, and and vegetables and whatever else. And I hope they have the stuff to make like a drink or something because I don't drink alcohol a lot, but when I do, I may have like 5 drinks in a year. Okay, because I mean alcohol really doesn't taste that great to me. You put alcohol down and put down some cookie dough, and I don't think I need to finish that up. I prefer the cookie dough. Uh, yeah. So I'm going over there tomorrow, but like I said, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. All right, what else am I supposed to be doing? So that's really all. Let me put on some eyeliner. I know they say older women should leave that under eye area clean, and I like that look, but I also like just a hint. Doesn't even have say it doesn't even have to be much. Just a hint of liner on my eye. Just a hint. And I've noticed some people have a natural black line, like a natural eyeliner under their eye. And I'm smiling because I'm thinking about my youngest sister, and she has always had like a natural, just a little fine black line. And I've told her, I said, you have natural eyeliner, which is good for her because she's always been afraid of getting stuff in her eye. Oh, it used to be a debacle if she got a lash in her eye when we were growing up. So, but yeah, I just like just that little bit of eyeliner. So now let's go ahead and put on uh, some concealer, like so. I need this mirror. I'm trying to use my phone as a mirror. Hmm, that covered pretty well. And y'all, I am always doing something. Right now, I'm using this NARS concealer. And I said I wasn't gonna mention this stuff, but I have to tell you what I'm doing so I can tell you what I'm gonna tell you. I'm forever doing stuff. It's something about the NARS concealer that the little lid, the little plastic thing that's in it, can make you feel like you're running out because it feels like you're not quite getting enough, or me, concealer out of the tube once you've had it for a while. Honey, I took the little plastic thing off at the top, and lo and behold, and lo, I have plenty of concealer in here. But now I have taken the little spoolie out, and it makes a little bit of a mess. I told you I'll be doing stuff. Um, yeah. So anyway, we'll let that set just a bit, and then I'm fixing to go ahead and blend it in. What do I want to use? I'm going to use my foundation brush, and that just helps everything blend. Just kind of because I have marks under here. My foundation and stuff really doesn't cover it, just more camouflages it, more so than anything. So just kind of wisp that. I have several go-to karaoke songs. Thank you for the sticker and thank you for asking that question. um, I have several. Oh my gosh. This Bitter Earth, Dinah Washington. Um, in fact, the other day I was feeling a little bit low because I haven't done karaoke in a while, but I was feeling just a bit low the other day. And I was like, okay, let me just sing a few karaoke songs. And that did help, get some dopamine going and make me feel better. Uh, so I did that. So This Bitter Earth, Dinah Washington. What else do I like to sing? I like to sing Anita Baker's song. She has 3 songs that I practice. Oh, Fairy Tales. I like singing that one. It's 2 other of her songs that's on my karaoke roster. Uh, you had to ask me. Oh, Shaka Khan, Funny Valentine. Oh, I like singing that one. My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Your looks are laughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. I don't even think that's the key I sing it in. I'm just doing something right now. So I like singing that. Celine Dion, Imperfections. I like songs that mean something to me. I got my own imperfections. I got my own set of scars to hide. Yes, I can't hold your heart when I'm fixing mine. Yes, honey. That one, and then that song that she did for that movie, where that comic character was ballet dancing. Spider Man. What was the name of that song? I don't remember, but that's the song. So yeah, I have a few songs that I like to sing. All right, so that's my concealer. Yeah, let me do this. Let me get some more coffee. I think I had too much caffeine yesterday, and I woke up with a headache. Mm. I think I'll go to my little vegan spot today and get me some vegan food because when I eat the vegan food, it always does justice to my app, my calorie counting app. When even if I get their little dessert, because their dessert, which I love, is vegan. They've got this vegan chocolate chip cookie dough. They do put brown sugar in it, but you only get like a cup of it, so you're not overdoing it. With the dark chocolate chips, and then the actual cookie dough they make with tofu. Honey, how they make that tofu taste so good. I prefer it to cookie dough. Okay. But it's good. All right, let me get on a brow. See, I start talking. You know, and I keep saying I didn't know I talked this much. I really didn't because over the course of my life, I have not been a very big talker. And even at work, I mean, I really try to keep it professional because we're at work and stuff. But you know how you have your meetings with your manager and have the one on ones, and I got to work on this. I got to work on this. But we'll go through my numbers and all the stuff I need to go through for work. Once we do that, I'll start talking about something else. Like, have you heard what's going on in the news? Like they're talking about alien disclosure, and seriously, they're talking about it. It's actually, I think, on a government portal where they're talking about some kind of disclosure. And see, here's the thing, y'all. I do believe there are what you call aliens or other beings that have probably always been here. But so I don't really know what the big deal is. Because even those of us that are human or humanoid, we're not the same species. I, yeah, and I mean, there's reports, and there was a whole cover of Time magazine and article in there that talks about what some people's DNA has in it versus what some other people's DNA that doesn't have. We're not all the same, and we don't have to be the same to respect each other. Okay? So, but they're talking about this alien disclosure stuff. So I did mention that to my manager once we got finished talking about business stuff. Because I kind of like to chew the fat for a little bit because it's good for rapport. Plus, that's just part of my personality. Uh, but yeah, talking about this alien disclosure. And the thing about it, here's what I want to say about it. I knew it was something I want to say about it. In the midst of the grays that these powers that be, that shouldn't be, don't mind showing, in the midst of all these other aliens that they don't mind showing, I want to see the aliens that reportedly look like me. The one that a couple of retired NASA scientists said that they saw. One of them was an older man that was being interviewed, and he said that there were uh, a race of aliens, quote unquote, that came off of a spaceship. They were very tall and they were black. He said they looked just like African Americans. But he said that they looked like they had never been conquered or defeated. Show those. Because, see, this gray stuff, you see them, sometimes they have on uh, clothes, and then a lot of times they don't. I'm wondering if that's something that I call them Buzz and Woody, the powers that be. If that's something they made. Now, I could be wrong, but these grays, they don't look very sturdy to me. And that doesn't look like something that that came about naturally. Show the real aliens, the real ones, the ones that look like my folks. I'm not trying to be hateful. I'm not trying to be ugly, but this lying has got to come to an end at some point because truth is going to come out. It has nothing to do with hate. They don't mind talking about grays. They don't mind talking about Pleiadians and showing Pleiadians and tall whites and all of that. But is something wrong where they don't want to show, or maybe they can't because they're not in allegiance with the ones that look like my folks. And again, I'm going to say this, I'm not saying any of this from hate. I have love in my heart. If I was on a plane or somewhere and sitting beside an alien like that woman was, I don't know. You can never really just say. I'd probably look, but knowing me, I don't know. It depends on what kind of, because I trust my intuition. Because it's a lot of y'all humanoids I don't trust. And I'm not talking about just one race or one species of human. It's a lot of my folks. So let's clear that up. It's a lot of humanoids I don't trust. All right. So we got our brows on. Let's my daughter gave me this too. Was it part of a Christmas present? It came in a little kit, but it's a good brow gel. Because normally I just pick up the little Elf Clear Mascara, which works just fine. But she gave me this. This is the brow setter by Benefit, and I'm pretty much out of it. I need to get some more, but it does set the brows very nicely. Let's see. I think there we go. There's my brow. Excuse me. I don't carve out my brows or anything like that unless it's a special occasion, dinner party, some kind of event or whatever. I have been enjoying pink blush. Not this one. This one's too light. It looks chalky on me. But this I love. It does brighten up the face. And at one time I was thinking pink blush is not for me, um, being more on the deeper end skin tone wise. But I mean, I really, um, it does. It just gives a little flush to the face. Just a nice little healthy glow and flush. And on an everyday basis, when I do wear makeup, I don't use highlighter and all of this stuff. Like I said, maybe for special occasions. So this is a very simple makeup. Okay. And to the lippy is going to be, I guess, a nude lip. Um, but one of the reasons that let's get some powder on before I forget to put it on. Laura Mercier, just using what I have. Um, and I do have the loose powder and the compact powder. And then I also have the NARS highlight, or glow, not highlighter, but glow powder, light reflecting powder, whatever. Yeah. Okay. So we're setting concealer. Let's go down the nose. Do that. Let's see, because sometimes I feel like my phone goes, there it is. It turns down the illumination automatically. Okay. And I don't feel like I need to powder just everywhere, just mainly that concealer. And then I'll have my compact with me and can touch up any shine as I need to. But I love these puffs. I have one in my purse that's in my actual Laura Mercier powder compact, but I have this backup, and then I have the big one that came with the loose powder. All right, so mascara. I'm gonna put on just a little more blush. I got makeup on my shirt anyway. That's why I do my makeup and stuff first, and then change into my clothes. A little more blush for that flush of color. All right, loving the pink blush. Now, mascara and lips were done. And right now I'm using this mascara. It's an Estee Lauder mascara, Sumptuous Extreme in black. And I think I'm about done with it. I probably need to open up my other mascara. And that one is a Lancome Tint Idole. And I do have the Diffuses um, primer too, but I've not opened it and started using it. But after today, I think this mascara is done. I think, but it keeps going on really good, really well. And lashes for me is special occasion. The falsies, that's special occasion. Every day, I just like a nice mascara, and I didn't curl my lashes, but oh well. Okay, I'm peeping at hair videos. When you see me look over there, um, my TV's right here, so I'm peeping at hair videos. I'm sitting here, like I said, this was just makeup and a coffee chat or whatever because I didn't have anything in particular that I wanted to talk about. And I know that there's a lot going on, but I'm tired of the people that are in the news. I'm tired of Erica Kirk um, and her shenanigans. That to me, that's a Erica Kirk is a real life a Barbie on the loose, a mad Barbie on the loose. It let me tell it. That's just my opinion, and that doesn't mean I hate her or anything like that. But that's just a Barbie that's used to having her way, and she's on the loose. So that's about all the shine you're gonna get from me. That's what I think. Um, who else is in the news? I don't know. I think what I'm primarily focused on is this alien disclosure thing because I want to see what these so-called powers that be are actually going to unveil. And that's enough of that. So now we do a lip and we are out. I do thank you for tuning in. I have got a lot of lips. A lip, not a lot of lips, a lot of lippies in here. But I'm going to go for this Root for Me MAC lip liner. I said I wasn't going to be naming this stuff in here. Yet here I have done the whole video. Red lipstick. I don't know if I ever finished that up. That's one reason I like to tone down and don't really wear much eyeshadow because I have come to find out, honey, that red is my color. I have found out red is one of my colors. So, which in my opinion is very apropos. Yeah, that adds. I'm wearing red tomorrow for Mother's Day. Okay, but today, do I want a red lip today? This is the MAC Ruby Woo, which, I wear, but let's do this Christian Dior in 999. I may not keep this on all day, but let's just go with it and see. And to the men of my species that think that red lipstick doesn't look good on the women of your species, you are very mistaken, and I think you know that. I think those of you who have voiced that opinion think you are being intentionally misleading. If it don't look good on mama, the mother of creation, it don't look good on nobody. Okay. So I don't know that I'm gonna keep it on because I need to see in the mirror how it looks with my pink blush. So I may end up changing to a nude today, a nude lipstick, and maybe just using my bronzer for blush when I wear a red lipstick. We'll see. We'll get there. We'll get there. So I am going to. We're pretty much done. I didn't bring any combs or brushes down, but let's just kind of get a glimpse of how my hair is going to fall today. I need to run maybe a tiny bit of oil in it. I think I'm good with that. Okay. All right. So this is the look for today. I just need to go upstairs and change my clothes. Thank you for stopping by and spending a little time with me. I know we didn't talk about anything major. Like I said, I just fired up the camera because I was putting on some makeup and just I like to do a video on the weekends, when the work week is done. So again, happy Mother's Day to all of the beautiful mothers. And have a safe holiday, a safe day, a safe weekend to everyone, to everybody. Okay, we shall talk later. I need to get out of here in the sunshine. See and be seen. Hallelujah.